Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Jordan and welcome to JC's Anime Reviews. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about Tower of God. The anime recently finished. I've watched the season finale today. It ended like just a couple hours ago. And so we're going to be talking about that. But before we begin, I'd have like a quick little announcement. It's that I'm going to be going out of town soon. For you guys, it'll probably be in like 2 days from the time this goes up, 2 or 3 days, and I'll be traveling a lot, or I'll be driving for like 2 days, so I won't be able to record any videos. So soon there's going to be just a bunch of pre-recorded videos coming out and stuff like that. Just want to let you guys know, I'm going to do my best to try to keep uploading 1 to 2 times a week is probably what I'm going to be aiming for. And up there I'm going to New Hampshire. My grandparents own a house up there, and up there I have a lot of stuff to be able to record, so I'll still be able to record videos up there, but I just want to let you guys know. Also behind me, I don't know if you can see it, but I got some more Berserk manga, and I'll be reading that while traveling up there. And I just want to say thank you guys for your support on that video where I talked about manga. It was the first time I ever talked about manga on this channel, and the video ended up doing pretty well, so I just want to say thank you guys for all the support you showed on that video, and hopefully I'll be having another one whenever I finish reading them. I only have 8 volumes right now, and there's 40, so I'll be trying to do that, and hopefully I'll get another video whenever I finish all of them. Okay, but now we're going to get into this anime. We're going to start talking about the plot, and yeah, I'm sure that you guys have heard of this anime with all the advertisement it's been getting, so we're just going to go into it, start talking about the plot in case you guys haven't heard of it or haven't seen it yet. So yeah, let's get started. In this anime exists a tower, and if you climb to the top of it, you can have any wish granted. However, you must overcome different trials of life and death in order to ascend each floor. This story follows Bam, a boy who tries to climb the tower to look for Rachel, a girl that Bam was close friends with, who wanted to climb the tower so she could see the stars. So it sounds pretty simple, right? It's just climb a tower and you can have any wish you want granted. It sounds like a cool idea, cool concept. And this tower that they climb is very similar to the Hunter exam and Hunter x Hunter. Like, you have many different challenges that each character has to overcome, and they might possibly die while taking the exam. Well, in this case, climb a tower, but I think you get my point. The similarities to Hunter x Hunter don't stop there. Like, a lot of the characters remind me of different characters from Hunter x Hunter. It's not like that big of a deal. I think that it's still a really good anime. It was just, there were a lot of things that seem really similar to Hunter x Hunter in this, but I love Hunter x Hunter, so I like this too. Also, one thing that I do like about Tower of God is that not only does it have an interesting concept, it also has really good characters too. Some anime have really cool concepts, but either fail at the execution or they just have really shitty characters. A perfect example of an anime that has bad characters but a cool concept and didn't present it very well is Akame ga Kill. I actually recently finished that because a lot of people were recommending it, but it wasn't very good. Like, Akame ga Kill is an anime about assassins, and they have really cool weapons, and they're trying to defeat this corrupt ruler that's ruling over this city. And it sounds pretty cool, right? Well, it is. It's a really cool concept, but it has some of the worst characters and character development I have ever seen in anime, as well as many plot holes and things that don't always make sense. Whereas Tower of God, on the other hand, has a really cool concept and does a really good job at presenting that concept. It also has really good and likable characters. Now, I say that this anime has good characters, but the main protagonist, Bam, is very uninteresting and boring. So yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of Bam, the main character, but it wasn't enough of an issue to make me not like this anime, because thankfully most of the other characters are very interesting and likable. Also, they don't reveal too much about each character, which I like because it makes you want to stay engaged and find out more about these characters. It makes you more interested, which I like that. I like animes that take a while to introduce the character's backstory. Most animes do this. Another Akame ga Kill is another example where they kind of just throw characters' backstories in. They're like, oh, this happened, and like they explain everything, and you know everything about the character. I didn't like that about that show, but this isn't a video to say how I didn't like Akame ga Kill. I can do a video on that. I didn't like it very much, so I really didn't want to talk about that one. But maybe I'll do a video. If you guys want me to do a video on Akame ga Kill, let me know in the comments below. But I was not the biggest fan of it. Like, for example, some of my favorite characters like Kun, Anak, and Dorsey and Rack are all characters that you don't really find out anything about. Anak being the exception because she's the only one that we really get like a glimpse of what her backstory is. It's only one that we really get like a flashback of. The rest are kind of like hints at to what their past are, or either they don't reveal anything about their past. Like Rack, for example, we don't really find out anything about him, but he's one of my favorite characters, and I thought that he was really funny. And I like how he calls all of the characters like something turtle. Like he'll call Kun blue turtle, or Bam black turtle because of whatever the clothes that they wear. And I just thought that it was really funny, and I really liked him. And there's one episode with him where they change how he looks a little bit. I'm not going to ruin it for anyone, but I thought that was awesome, and I really liked that. It was really funny. And we still don't really know anything about Bam either, so while he is boring, I could see him getting a little bit more interesting later on. And I think the last episode he got a little bit more interesting, but like it wasn't that much. I didn't mind Bam. I know that I was saying he was boring and uninteresting, but I could see him getting more interesting later on in the anime. And I think my favorite character is Kun. He's probably the most mysterious and interesting character, and he's the only one that we really get hints as to what his backstory might be. Like you'll get like kind of like flashes in his head or whatever, and you kind of have some idea of what's going on, but you don't really know. So I really like that. I like that they do that with all the characters because it keeps me engaged in the story and want to know more. I think a lot of stories should do that. I mean, maybe not like too much, but I think if they slowly reveal certain things about the characters, I think it's a good. It's good, and they build up the characters, and all the characters' arcs are really interesting. So overall, the anime has some pretty good characters, and Bam was like the only one that I didn't really like, but other than that, they're all pretty good characters. And there is one concern that I do have about this anime, and that's that the webtoon has over 400 chapters, but with this first season, we only got 13 episodes. I'm sure a lot of other people, anyone who has read the webtoon probably has this worry, or I guess concern as well. It's that like it's barely scratched the surface of this world that they're trying to build, and I just hope that there's more episodes in the future. I totally understand it. I know different like anime studios, especially right now, it's hard to do more episodes, and sometimes they'll only do 13 just to kind of see if the show's going to be popular or not, and instead of spending like a lot of money on it and just like it ends up not being popular. But I believe Tower of God has done pretty well, and it's actually pretty popular, so I could see them. Hopefully with a second season, they'll get more episodes. It would be nice to kind of have something like how One Piece has it, where like once a week there's an episode and it doesn't really end. I think Black Clover does this too, except right now it's really hard to do that. That would be nice, but it's really hard to do that. But I think for now I'm probably going to start reading the webtoon just because I really do want to find out more about all these characters. So I'm going to give Tower of God an A-. So I really enjoyed it. There is one thing that I do want to mention. I didn't say this before I graded it because it doesn't really have anything to do with the anime itself. But I just want to mention is that on this TikTok I made, I know it was really cringy, and I was trying to test it out and doing like anime plots in 30 seconds, basically, and I thought maybe Tower of God would be a good way to do it, and I just kind of read off the synopsis, and that was it. And one of the comments I got was the guy, or someone was saying, a guy or a girl, I don't know, who was saying that it's a good anime, but because of Crunchyroll's constant advertising, it was. And then they just stopped. There was 3 dots. I assume they were trying to say something negative, saying that they didn't like how Crunchyroll was advertising it. And that got me thinking that when I first heard of Tower of God, Crunchyroll was advertising it like crazy. And I just didn't understand why. And I was like, this is kind of annoying. And like, I don't know. I was like, this is just really annoying. But when I stopped to think about it, like especially now after watching the show, I kind of understand why they might have been advertising it so much and just talking about it all the time. And I think that's because this is the first webtoon to be turned into an anime, and it's actually a pretty big deal, and I didn't really realize that because it kind of opens up a whole new world for anime as opposed to everything just being like adapted from a manga or light novel. You have this whole world of webtoons, and they have some pretty cool stories on there. I haven't really read too much, but a friend of mine I know has been reading a lot of them and saying that they have some pretty good stories on there. So it just kind of opens up this whole new world, and with Tower of God being the first one, I could see why they were advertising it so much. But yeah, it was a really good show, and I just wanted to mention that maybe a lot of other people felt like that too, but I don't know, I could see why they would advertise it so much. But yeah, I'm looking forward to The God of High School, which is the next webtoon to be adapted into an anime. So I believe that's gonna be like, I don't know, a week from now. So I'm looking forward to that. I think they did a really good job with this first one, and yeah, I'm definitely excited to see what they do with these webtoons and stuff like that. It's definitely exciting. I think there might be one more later this year that's a webtoon being turned into an anime. So I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. In the comments below, let me know if you guys liked it or hated it, or if you agree with the Crunchyroll's advertising it was annoying, or if you kind of agree with it kind of makes sense because it's the first webtoon. Just let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on everything. I'm going to try to keep doing videos once or twice a week, even though I'm traveling, but we'll see. But again, I really appreciate all of you, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!